We're pink and we're live.
Hi guys! So, I'm Mia and this is Claire. This is my first ever podcast. I'm so nervous if you can't tell. And we're going to be talking about basically a bit of everything really, isn't it, Claire?
Yeah, we're just going to chat. We're just going to have a good gab.
Yeah.
And I'm dead honoured that I'm the first person
Yeah.
to launch your podcast.
That's only right, because if I didn't have Claire when I was 12, I probably wouldn't have the courage to do this now. Do you know what I mean? Or the inspiration to do this now. Because we had...
Let's go back to when we first met.
Right, that's where we're going to start.
Go on.
Okay.
So, how old were you then?
I think I was about 11 or 12. I think I was 11, and then it was my birthday when we had that little tent in the Eufy. Yeah.
The TP kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, the TV that, yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
I found a little picture of that the other night. So, here is Mia at 12. And you looked at that picture when I sent it, yeah, and you said, she's so full of confidence.
Yeah.
When I look at it, and what I remember is that you were full of courage because you were still scared. You were going, oh, Claire, I've got to go on stage and sing, or I've got to do this. But you just did it anyway, so for me, that's courage.
Yeah. And I think that was partly because I had Macy as well with me. I felt like...
So Macy was your best mate.
Yeah, like my safety blanket, Macy.
Your best mate, and there's nothing like women mates and girl mates to get you through. So, okay, you were 12.
Yeah.
And I was doing a project called Big Love Little Sister.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a group of girls, and it was over the summer, and you all drove me bonkers in a fabulous way. So say a little bit about how you got involved and what your first impressions were.
Well, basically, we done a little workshop, didn't we? It was like a workshop.
Did someone say, do you want to go into this?
I think it was... No, I think it was just like, we seen you, and we seen the Bella, and we were all interested, and like, who's that woman? Do you know what I mean? Like, she looks a bit like... Crazy? Yeah.
We had a big rainbow boa, didn't we? Like, it's 12
and
foot.
And big flower band.
Flowers in my hair.
Yeah, amazing.
I'd Knowsley ever seen anything like that?
No.
Okay.
You were like unique. You were like... she was like a fairy godmother. Do you know what I mean? She just came and just like... You took us all from like being a bit... I think we were all a bit lost, because at that age you're still a child, you still don't know.
Yeah.
You're just getting into secondary school, and we had a lot going on at the time, Claire, to be fair. Even though I was only 12, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think having Big Love Little Sister was like a safety space for us to come and just be us, do you know what I mean? And interact with other women who were older.
So it was amazing that Big Love Little Sister was funded by Knowsley Council.
Yeah.
And the Arts Council, and they wanted to invest in young women.
Yeah.
So they gave us this summer to work with you, and I was exhausted by the end of the summer because you were all so full of energy and wildness. And we did our own self-portraits. We painted self-portraits.
And do you know what, Claire?
What was yours?
Weren't mine just like proper scouse, proper blonde, long hair, big eyebrows like that.
Scouse brows. And what was her title? I'm trying to remember.
Goddess of Determination.
And there you are, still.
And here they are.
Still determined.
Do you know what I mean?
So you painted the self-portraits, and I remember there was paint flying all over the place. I was like dead stressed. You had me up the wall. And you painted your self-portrait, you gave it a title, you told your story, and then we'd like meet in circle, wouldn't we? We'd pass a talking stick around. We had a labyrinth that we walked. It was all really magical.
Yeah, and it was amazing, some of the art that people done, weren't it? Like, actually, then when you see, like, even Kerry, who used to work, I used to laugh, like, talks to Kerry.
Yeah.
She's amazing at art, isn't she? Like, some of the things, even one of, like, some of the young girls, their art was, like, amazing,
everyone's story was just important, wasn't it? And you had your best mate, Macy.
Yeah.
And you both loved singing, so we got your dad involved in every launch we did. You were up there on the stage singing.
I remember going to the university and everything. Loads of little things that we done. We went to Birmingham, been loads of places.
We went to Birmingham to meet the Commissioner.
Is that what it was for?
Yeah, the Commissioner of Children's Services. We've got little pictures, and then we also, there's you again, singing.
Well, that's my goddess in the background.
Look how cute she
is.
That's
my goddess.
And then
I remember singing at the venue there.
Yeah, we were, and then this is when we all went to, we all went to London to Marble Arch with our portraits, and you were up on stage in London with all the MPs and everything, and they were all like wanting to meet you, and you were singing "Shine Like a Diamond." So here's you,
and we done a little poem, didn't we?
With some MPs who I think are still in Parliament.
Amazing.
And you were just dead cute. Me and Sandra stood on stage with you, so you wouldn't wobble too much.
Yeah. And do you know what? We went to I'm going to tell you something now, because not everyone knew about this, right? But we went to McDonald's, right? And Lauren, I'm so sorry, but we're just going to talk about it.
Go on.
Lauren, the youth worker, we're all walking down the stairs, and the stairs were dead steep in there, right? In McDonald's in London. And she takes a tumble. She's like that. No one tell anyone, that's just
Oh gosh, because you weren't supposed to be in McDonald's anyway.
But Lauren, here we are.
We were on a big protest and they were in McDonald's, but what can you do? So that was a protest. It was 100...
1 billion.
1 billion women rising against violence against women. So at 12, 13, you were at protests, you were on stage, you were singing.
Yeah.
And here you are, like living that into womanhood and wanting to do amazing things in your own community.
Yeah.
Do you think it helps having these kinds of programmes? Because all youth work's being cut, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know what, Claire, right? I went to our place, and it's a bit sad really, because they don't have an open youth club no more. It's like certain things you've got to be. So I was a bit gutted about that, because that's not what Sandra wanted. She wanted it to be an open space for everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So a lot of hard work as like being pushed under the rug to keep it quite quiet.
I think youth work's being cut all over the country, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And the impact of that is like you did a programme when you were 11 and it's influencing who you are now, and that's what people forget.
Yeah.
It's not just keeping people off the streets, it's shaping who they are. So when we're talking about Sandra was head of the youth service in Knowsley, and she was kind of your leader, youth work leader, and my wife as well. I met her through the project.
Yeah, amazing.
So we fell in love doing the project. So it was really important time for you.
Magical time, yeah.
And for me, wasn't it? And Sandra sadly died of breast cancer 5 years ago. But her spirit remains in you and me, fighting.
And I remember the day we laid us to rest, and we done a little poem for her, didn't we? Me and Lucy had a little talk.
You both spoke at a funeral, and that was just incredible.
It was, really.
You were a big part of everything. And she'd be so proud of you.
No, I'm proud of myself, you know, because even this podcast, I've wanted to do it for like ages, but I've just been so nervous, because most people, like, I don't copy the crowd, I do my own thing, as you know. Most people do their first podcast all about them on their own, because that's to get to know people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, no, I can't do that. I was like, I want to just get into it, do you know what I mean? I don't want to talk about me, I want to talk about everyone else's real life and what's going on. And I thought, Claire is the best person for me to go to, because I started doing poetry, as you know, and you do poetry, so I think you're like the perfect person for my first episode. And I want everyone to meet who started the Big Love Sister, do you know what I mean? Who gave us, like, who told us we can do that, do you know what I mean?
Well, you also gave me loads, because I was in a difficult time in my life. I hadn't really met, I was just meeting Sandra. But you all inspired me, because what I think is amazing about young women, and I don't know if you agree with me, because now you're like becoming someone who's influencing younger women, is that they've got such spirit and courage like you had. So I remember one of the girls saying, "Sisterhood is shit." Yeah. And I was like, "You're right there. Sometimes it really is." Yeah. And she was like, "I thought you were going to tell me off for saying that." And I was like, "No, sometimes it's just bullying. Yeah. Bitchiness, isn't it? Yeah. It is shit sometimes." But as people get older, I think they less tell the truth and more say what they think. Yeah, say it. Or the people want to hear. But when yous were all just like, "I hate this, it's rubbish, don't want to do that," you just said what you felt, you didn't edit yourself. And I think that's something so you taught me and inspired me loads. And never let go of that, just saying it as it is. Yeah, that's it. I won't. Because, do you know why then? Because I also feel like when you meet someone, like this is just anyone, whether it's a friend,
someone who you want to get involved with, or like professional people, anyone. I think your first impression is very important. And Sandra and everyone at the youth club used to always say, Mia, do you know, for a young girl, you don't have, like, make sure you're on point all the time, the way you present yourself, the way you come. She went, don't get me wrong, sometimes I have a mouth like a doctor's wife, but
so
you're amazing. Do you
so
know?
did she.
Yeah, but you're amazing. Like, I just used to come in, and it's now, I'm 24, don't wear a single bit of makeup. I'm literally just do my own thing, be a mum, want to do this podcast, want to make people come together how we used to be, because I feel like a lot of values and a lot of morals of people have changed over the years, and I don't want that. Like, I want my little girl to have what we had, and it's never going to be exactly the same, but we can at least try and get it somewhere close. Do you know what I mean?
So what was important about the youth service and that space that you had and that creative stuff that you did? Was it just seeing people doing things differently, like living their lives differently, or believing in you and seeing you, like, and going, come on, get up on the stage, you can shine? What was it that was important for you about that?
I think, because obviously, as you know, I'm neurodivergent, a lot of people think that people who are high functioning and are very clever or open or confident, they can't have neurodivergence, when that's not right. Do you know what I mean? And looking back at 12-year-old me, knowing I was neurodivergent and how I handled life, I'm actually quite proud of myself. But I also want people to understand that because I am neurodivergent doesn't mean I can't start a podcast. Do you know what I mean?
It might even mean that it means you're more likely to.
Yeah, and I hope people want to listen and want to feel like they belong here, because everyone belongs with us. Like, it's mad. Big Love Little Sister was like, you didn't care. Do you know what I mean? No one cared.
Everybody was welcome, weren't they?
No one cared.
And all the lads, they got jealous of us doing it, so they got Big Love, my brother.
Yeah, remember.
And we did it with them. But everyone was welcome. Like, if a lad would have said, I want to join Big Love Little Sister, we'd have just been like, get in, lad, wouldn't we? Because everybody was welcome. Yeah, so there was some land that Lord Derby owned that Knowsley Youth Mutual used to have. So we did a day where we were in this big yurt, and then we went out on this sister ship and sailed out, didn't we? And then
kayaking and archery.
And then we were doing like warrior woman things and everything. It was just, and that'll stay with me forever. That I wish my little girl had have had that when I was little, but in a way, she got it. She got it anyway through your stuff.
Yeah.
So what's your big dream? What was your dream when you were 11, 12? Because we all made dreams and wishes and stuff.
Well, I loved to sing, didn't I? And then obviously when I was 16, I got diagnosed deaf. So it affected.
Oh, I never knew that.
No, well, it affected. Like, obviously, because when I was born, I had a hole in my eardrum. And over time, I'd get infections, it'd get worse. Like, I'd literally want to just rip my ears out. Got this beautiful.
I never even saw that.
Yeah, me beautiful. Well, that's how magic is that. Like, how small it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, personally, as a young girl, I wouldn't have wanted to wear a big brown hairnet. Not that I'm bothered what other people think, but because it dampens my life, it makes me feel insecure, do you know what I mean? So the fact I've got that, and you can't really tell, it makes me feel better, because it's helping me, but I can be myself. And I think years ago, people used to sort of, like, take the mick out of people who've got hearing aids or are deaf or whatever, when in reality, it's like a superpower being deaf, because you're deaf but you can still get through life, do you know what I mean?
Do you think you notice things more because your other senses kick in?
Yeah, my nan's always said that to me, you know, she goes, Mia, that's why you're like a hawk, because your ears don't work, so your eyes work extra good.
Do you think you don't miss a thing?
Yeah, my mouth doesn't shut up because your ears don't work, honestly. But like, I think little things like that, I think having Big Love Sister built the foundation of knowing how confident I can be, and how much I don't care about what people think, and how I know I can do that if I want to do it.
And that you deserve a place on the stage as much as anyone else.
Yeah, just because I'm only a little girl and I'm from Ireland doesn't mean I can't get on standing stages in London, because I did do that. Didn't I?
You did.
In front of them,
And everybody like was like,
yeah, made up, like doing the rah.
I know.
Oh, Claire, it's just the best. I just miss it.
It was the best.
The journey on the way home, Sandra was fuming because I get to see the Yuffie. My arm finally gets, my arm's getting stuck because I'm like, that's all going through the thing. She goes, Mia, it will be you. We're finally getting home after the long trip. And you've hurt your arm. What goes on? You? She was like, right, we'll wait for your mum. I'm like, no, I'm all right. I'm walking around to Lucy. She went, you'll wait for your mum. I went, it's all right, so I'm waiting for my mum.
So, and I mean, at the time, people were like, what have you taken them to London for? They might have wanted to go to the site, but we took you to a political protest to stick up for other women, because even though at the time you might have like, I'm not quite sure what this is, it was saying, you've got a voice, you've got a place, you're important. And then there was women from all over the world there listening to you.
Listening, yeah, amazing.
And maybe some of them are listening now.
And do you know what? Do you know if you are, please let us know.
Well, I'm going to send this to Lynn Frank. So Lynn is an incredible woman, and she organised the 1 Billion Rising.
Oh, amazing.
And so she'll be made up.
Oh,
this and see the impact to see the impact that had.
Definitely.
So you have got a daughter. Tell us about
it. I have. So her name's Iris. And
where did the name come from?
So it means rainbow. So it's spelled, so Iris, I-R-I-S, is a flower, as you know. But my Iris is spelled I-R-Y-S, which is a rainbow. And a little thing now is, I found out I was pregnant with Iris when I got home from Sandra's funeral. How crazy is that? Yeah, in the August, I found out I was pregnant with Iris. Isn't it magical? And I was just like, but I had a miscarriage in the February beforehand. So it was a bit of a shock, do you know? I was like, oh my God, like I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I was stunned, do you know? And I told Macy, and it was like, I didn't ever, like, it's not that I didn't want kids, it was because I love kids that much. I wanted to just help all kids. Yeah. And, like, I used to look after my cousins. My nan's got about 30 grandkids, not even messing. I don't know how she copes at Christmas because I just about cope with them all. Like, getting all the presents, do you know what I mean? As for Iris, I'd say she's a ray of sunshine, but she's just like me. She can be a ray of sunshine or she can be a storm. Exactly. And it's just, depends how she's feeling, depends what's going on, and that's just it. But she's very polite. Everyone says to me, Mia, I was that your child? She speaks dead posh. I'm Scousers to come from like.
I can imagine that you're the most incredible mum, and that you just allow her to be all that she is. And like you were allowed to be all that you are.
So I do, what I try to do is clear, right? I try to give it a bit of leeway. Yeah. Because in no child wants to be like, you do this, you do that, you don't do this, you don't do that. But at the same time, I've got OCD. So certain things that she does.
You've got boundaries as well with it.
I overthink it's terrible. Yeah. So like playing out in the front garden, we haven't got a garden, we've got a drive. Yeah. And with losing a friend of getting knocked down, my biggest fear is her running out in the street. Yeah. So I'm staying on that she doesn't play out in front of me. Unless I'm there, which is fine. But again, it takes 1 second for it not to listen. Yeah. And I know you can't live like that. What if? But she's only 4. I can keep her a baby. Do you know what I mean? Maybe when she's 7, 8, she can explore a bit more.
Yeah, and you can probably explain to her then why you you know, and exactly. It was because you lost a friend.
A lot of kids, like, each household is its own household. Like, one mum's parenting is a lot different to another mum's parenting. Some households don't have a mum or don't have a dad. Yeah. It's just a bit mad, isn't it? And then them kids can influence other kids, and I just want her to just be in her own space, not have to worry about fitting in or wanting to do what they're doing. I want her to just do her own thing in her own time, and when she's ready, do what you're doing. Don't get me wrong, Mamma Mia needs to stand her ground sometimes, you know what I mean? But the mum gets after it. It just eats you alive, doesn't it? And then you think, no, I'm doing right. This one,
you're incredible, and I can imagine what a lucky little girl to have you as
I don't think I'll have any more kids though, Claire.
Okay.
And some people say that's selfish, you can't leave her on her own, but why not?
Who knows what will happen?
Isn't it?
Who knows?
Isn't it?
We never know what's going to happen though, do we? So what is your...
I just needed to hold something there for a minute. I don't know.
Like that, by the time I get home, I might be pregnant. Don't do that. So, like, what's your dream for this work that you do in the podcast?
So
What do you hope for the podcast?
Yeah, because I've been around a lot of different experiences in life, and I've got a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds in my life. I feel like I'm like not the centre, but I'm like the root. So I can join all these people together. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no one's saying that I'm perfect. We all know I'm a hothead when it needs to happen. But I don't like it. That's not me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love to be at peace. I love quiet.
But you do exude peace.
Yeah.
You give off peaceful gorgeousness. So you're going to do this podcast. Are you going to do any, like, you got dreams of bringing the community together?
Well, I wanted to open a youth club.
Okay.
As I've spoken about before.
Yeah.
So I've got Kerry and Helen,
Yeah.
if you remember them.
Yeah.
Helping me on that journey. So that's a big thing. We're currently waiting for those to council to let us know if we can get help with funds or anything like
Amazing.
that. So hopefully we can get somewhere, and
Brilliant.
hopefully we can create not our place, because we'll never create that again, because the times have changed now. Do you know what I mean? It's never going to be.
Do you mean like it was a certain point in time that was magical?
Yeah.
And that's gone now, but we can create other magic, can't we?
Definitely.
That's maybe got your brand of you in, and that's you, and that's what Sandra would have wanted and encouraged from you as well, because she was a big cheerleader of you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of mums, like, they worry about what other mums think, or worry about what other people think. Yeah. And it makes them want to be alone, because they don't trust anyone, or they don't feel like they can be a mum the way they be a mum, or whatever. But if you know deep down you're an amazing mum, and you know, you might have 3 or 4 kids, or like myself, you might have 1. We're all mums. We've all got the same worries. We've all got the same stress. We're all bringing up these little humans, and we want them to be safe just as much as the next mum wants that. Do you know what I mean? So I think everyone needs to just cut the fucking shit
and join together.
Yeah, because it's bound to be.
One of the things that I thought was so powerful about you when you were young was your friendship with Macy, and how you were like solid and you supported each other, and you were like a double act.
And we still are now.
Oh, I love that. And so I'm thinking, you know, a lot of people are lonely and isolated. Yeah. It's like heart friendship. Like people used to say, how did it work? Big love little sister, big love sister, big love my brother. We just got more friends, didn't we?
We literally just...
Friends are everything.
And just...
gather everyone up in the bower.
And there's always someone listening, or...
Yeah, so the importance of reaching out, telling your truth. Like, I'm struggling. Yeah. Can someone help me?
Yeah.
And even if the first person says, no, I can't,
there's always someone else.
It's like just keeping on. And so I think you're going to do amazing things in your community.
Thank you. And hopefully you're involved in something.
I'd love to come and do Big Love Sister too. Sister
Sister
Act 2
is coming.
I don't know how long we've been chatting for. Let's look. 23 minutes. Ooh. We didn't know we'd have anything to talk about.
We haven't shut up.
Is there any questions that you'd like to ask? Anything that you'd like to cover?
Is there anything that you think? Is there anything? Let me think of what I'm trying to say. What would you think Sandra would say to me now, as a mum, as like someone who's trying to be an advocate for neurodivergence and build a podcast? Because I feel like the only person who's going to know it best is you. So I'd rather it come from you.
Okay. So I know that you're Sandra Richardson, because she was not just my Sandra Richardson, she was all our Sandras. Yeah. Would be crying.
Yeah, literally.
Crying with absolute, so proud of you, and saying, you're the next generation.
We are.
This is your journey now. This is your story. And you've got everything you need to succeed and never let any fucker stand in your way. No. Just be the incredible woman that you are. You've always been that. We look at that photograph of you.
I know.
Could see what a powerful woman you are. Yeah. what an amazing mum you are. And Sandra would say, just keep going and do it and go big.
Well, do you know what's mad for you to say that? I done a poem and it's called The Mother of the Generation We Never Had. So, how weird is that?
Have you got it now?
No, it's on me TikTok. The mother of the generation.
Okay.
I am the mother of the generation that will not have to. That was the sentence. Because I want to be the mother of the generation where we bring it back. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. That's so powerful. Sandra would love that you were writing poetry.
Isn't that amazing? Like how you've just said that and then after
Yes.
let's just see what this internet's saying here. So I've got all my poems saved, so if it doesn't come up here,
we can always add it to this and we could do a link to it, couldn't we?
Oh, actually, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, we could put a link to it on here.
If not that, if we can't add a link, then it's on my page under Spoken Word Poet.
How can people get in touch with your work and stuff? I mean, we're going to link it all on the podcast.
Yeah, so I do TikTok, guys. I'm not as much of a big creator as some people on the app, but I am my own person. I'm my own creator, and I've got my own little niche going on that I want to do. So if you want to find any poems, any day in the life, any real mum content, any neurodivergent posts or advice, what else do we do on my page?
So is that on? It's all on your TikTok, and watch little.
So my TikTok is Mia Jade 777 _ because they're my angel numbers.
I love that.
So I feel like...
Did you know I've got ADHD and I'm neurodivergent as well? I mean, what else could it be?
We love that.
You know, maybe all the little neurodivergent girls were just like, yeah, someone like us with a boa.
With a boa. Oh, but you know what? Wouldn't it be amazing if we had the boa?
We should have brought it in on this. Yeah. We'll superimpose it on.
Yeah, we'll take a selfie and add it in, isn't it?
We'll take a picture of it then.
Yeah. Well, I've actually got a picture of us on the stage with Sandra and yourself at London.
We'll recreate it.
Sandra's just got a smile from ear to ear.
Well, that was because you were on stage shining. Oh. So I think whatever you are doing, just think you've not only got your own strength, of which you've got loads. Yeah. And everyone's support, including me. Yeah, amazing. You've got Sandra behind you. Go on, girl. Go on.
All the angels.
Get in there.
Of course. And I am very spiritual that, Claire. Do you get me? And that's why I loved Big Love Sister, because it was very spiritual. Like I say, your house is magical, isn't it? Like you just feel like you're in a fairy godmother's house. You know, like we just wanted to create magic on the housing estates and in Knowsley and just make it all gorgeous. Yeah, magic. So there was lovely smells, fairy lights, a labyrinth. We had that little, do you remember that little, yes, we had, and it had all stars on it, and we all snuggled inside it, and we had blankets. And we had our stick. That's because I... Journey stick. Yeah. So much. But I am so proud of you, and I think this podcast's going to be amazing. I can't wait. But you know, we're just like, hoofing it, aren't we? We're just making it up here. We're just having a chat. We're just going along, guys. You're just in the back and you're watching us, do you know what I mean? But in a year, you're going to be like, hi, welcome to Mia's podcast, and today my guest is, and you'll be like, remember my first one? Yeah. No. But the thing is, you've got to do it. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be polished. You just have to get out there, because the first time I ever did a workshop, I was throwing up in the back. Yeah. I can't do it. And it probably wasn't amazing. Yeah. And the first time I did a video, but you just have to get comfy with it. So this is us, Claire and Mia. Look at that one as well. Just chilling, just being amazing, just doing it. Having a sip of me water. Cheers. Here's the first podcast. Right. Love you loads. Big love, sister. Big love, little sisters. And if you are a big love, little sister, or even a big sister, then let us know. And hopefully, we may just... Big Love Little Sisters, a reunion. Yes. What are you doing now? Yes. Oh what are you doing now, little sisters and little brothers? Yes. Well, speaking about Macy, you're going to be so proud. Okay. She is now an England boxing coach. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, I'm just so proud of you. And she's doing youth work as well. I love that. Amazing. So I haven't got any of my own kids, but I've got a big tribe. Yeah, we're their kids, aren't we, Claire? We're Claire's kids. Okay, so big love. Big love. Yay. Thank you for watching. Ooh, now what are we? You're pressing that one, I'm pressing this one.